Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm going to be showing you a simple and easy juicy pork recipe. Okay, so I have some pieces of pork here that I did wash with some lime, salt, vinegar, and some pepper. I cut them up, I pat dry them, and I'm going to season it. Now, you can use any seasonings of your choice. I am just basically using what I have on hand right now. So you can use green seasonings and whatever you want to season your meat with. For me, when I don't have that much green seasoning and whatever, I normally make sure I have garlic, ginger, and mustard. Trust me on that, with whatever other little seasonings that I would use. So what I'm going to do is just rub it up like this and then place it into a bowl, cover it, and let it sit for about an hour or two before I start cooking. So over medium heat, I'm going to add some oil in the pan. You don't want too much of oil. And this is just a different method of cooking pork. I'm going to walk you through this. Into the oil, I'm going to add 2 spoons of brown sugar. I love to burn my sugar. Why? Because my burnt sugar gives my meat or my food a different kind of taste as opposed to be using that food coloring, that browning. You want to burn your sugar until it starts to darken up. And mind you, when you're burning sugar, it gets a little bitter, meaning that when you're cooking, you must add a little bit more touch of sugar just to balance up that taste. But I would normally burn my sugar in such a way that it would not taste that bitterness, right? Not everybody can do this. So if you're not too okay with this, I would suggest that you use your browning, the food coloring, to give your meat that different color, that brown color. So once it goes up like this, I'm going to keep stirring it a little more. I want it to be a little more darker. And then I'm going to add the pork. Now, the way I'm cooking this pork is a different kind of way. But if you want some liquid into yours, you can cook it with liquid that you can eat it with rice. This is just a way to show you in Guyana, where I'm from, especially from the country, or even most people in Guyana would know this. When people are drinking like beers or drinking any type of hard liquor, they tend to eat during drinking, right? During having those beverages. And what we do in Guyana is prepare things like pork, just the way I'm preparing it here. You can either do it like with beef. We can fry fish, but we call it cutters, meaning that when you go to a shop to buy any hard liquor or whatever, you always ask the proprietor, y'all have cutters? You know what I mean? And then you buy a serving. So this is what I'm doing, a serving of cutter, which is pork. Again, you're going to adjust your taste to your preference and use any type of seasonings of your choice. This is a piece of pork from a young pig, and it's going to cook really fast. So I did fry it up, and then I'm going to add onion and garlic and some spices into it. Then next I'm going to just toss it up well, and then I'm going to cover it and let it cook down until all the water from the pork evaporates. This is how you do it. Before I actually do the final cooking, I'm going to cover it and let it spring its own water, and then the same water is going to evaporate. And all of this is being done over medium heat. Now this is what it looks like. As you can see the different texture here. I'm going to stir it up, making sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And at this time, if you want to speed up the cooking process, I would suggest that you use hot water. Never you pour water from the tap into your food. It kind of slow down the process of cooking. So I'm going to stir it up again after pouring that hot water. And of course you need to taste as you go. Now I'm going to add some cubes. And that is all that is needed. Give it a stir. Make sure it tastes good. Cover the pot and let it cook until all the water or the liquid in it evaporates. Simple and easy to put together, guys. I'm just doing it to show you the culture, right? Different countries have their own way of preparing certain kind of meat for certain kind of occasions. And this is what it looks like all done. As you can see, there's a lot of oil in there. Starts to stick to the bottom of the pan. And yeah, that's my pork chops, my pork cutters, as we call it. Not cutters as in between a bun, but that's just our culture. We call it cutters whenever you're having a beverage or two. And it tastes so good, guys. So I'm going to place it into my container and I'm going to show you. It is simple and easy to put together, guys. Trust me. Nonetheless, even though it's like this, you can boil some rice and you can eat it with that. But you take a fork and you stick a piece and you have a merry time. So give it a try. Leave me a beautiful comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And do enjoy this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one in the near future. Your girl is working and that is why I'm so late with a lot of videos. I garnish with a little bit of chives. And yeah, enjoy. I'll see you soon.